據今日報紙嘅報導咧，警方尋日喺淺水灣咧截獲咗幾部非法嘅賽車噃。嗱，參加呢啲非法賽車嘅人士表示啊，佢哋都係為咗尋求刺激嘅。其實點解佢哋唔去參加啲正式而且合法嘅賽事呢？即要開始㗎啦！嗱，今次呢個賽事咧，本來係分 A、B 兩組比賽嘅，但係由於參加者嘅車手只有10名咧，兩組係同時出發一齊比賽喎。呢個車輛咧係有250cc 同埋1，每另加共3次嘅成績係分佢嘅名次嘅。嗱，比賽第一個圈1.5公里啦，5分鐘就可以走5個圈。嗱，另加2個圈，即係一次過要走7個圈啦。換言之啊，3個回合咧係共跑21個圈嘅。嗱，今次嘅大熱門咧就係12號嘅劉江漢啦，而喺佢嘅勁敵咧就係31號嘅麥根地喎。嗱，第一個圈開始咧，12號咧就遙遙領先嘅，而31號咧亦都不甘示弱喺後邊力追喎。嗱，而家其他嘅車手咧都喺後邊緊逼住想取到一個席位嘅。嗱，而家變咗第二個圈嘅賽事咧，31號嘅車手咧就領先咗喎，個位置有啲改變啦。但係12號咧而喺後邊係緊緊追住佢嘅，就想超越翻佢嘅。嗱，因為沿途嘅賽道山因為頗多啊，所以危險性嘅程度咧係非常之高。中國嘅車手咧，因為喺試跑嘅時候失去控制啦，跌傷咗膊頭骨，係被送入醫院嘅噃。嗱，而家仍然係31號領先嘅。佢嘅關係咧，嗰啲泥地咧係好似好鬆咁樣嘅，所以佢哋要特別小心啊！嗱，而家12號喺後邊追得好緊要㗎。嗱，31號咧越戰越勇喎，佢拋離後邊嘅車手好多啦已經。呢度咧就係最斜嘅山坡嚟嘅。而家已經係到咗第3個圈嘅賽事㗎啦，31號仍然係領前喎。12號喺後面搏命追，咦？有少少，而家到咗第2個圈嘅賽事啦，咪最後2個圈而家仲有。咦？點解位置好似有啲改咗啊？12號而家超前過31號咯喎！如果跑埋呢2個圈咧，就可以分出勝負啦。因為喺前一個回合咧，12號咧已經係第1名㗎啦。嗱，而家卒之係12號得到冠軍。
喺南非其實為大家介紹一種緊張刺激兼而有之嘅越野電單車啦。香港越野電單車水準喺亞洲嚟講啊，係僅次於日本，而同中國、新加坡、印尼等地咧係並駕齊驅嘅。但係香港嘅選手係極少到外國參賽喎，佢哋為咗吸收新嘅技術咧，賽車會係特登由英國邀請咗一位1級車手夏威先生嚟到香港授課㗎。至於今次嚟參加課程嘅，除咗香港一流車手之外，仲有啲只有8歲同10歲嘅細佬哥，可能啊第時佢哋仲會威過呢位夏威先生㗎喎。所以萬事起頭難啦，第一件事佢就要教點樣開車啦，單係呢樣技術啊就有排學啦。跟住夏威先生啊就帶頭做一輪熱身，順便喺唔同嘅地點啊做出各種不同嘅示範。佢所揸嘅就係125cc 嘅越野賽車，馬力啊係達到55匹咁高嘅，同普通一部私家車啊都係差唔多嘅啫。而夏威最好嘢嘅地方啊，就係佢成日都能夠將部車頭嘅轉數啊保持咗9000轉度，能夠發揮到最大嘅馬力㗎。就好似呢一樣單轆駕駛啊，如果馬力唔夠勁或者技術不足啊，都分分鐘會失敗㗎。夏威啊，今年就32歲啊，由14歲開始啊就參加比賽喎。而喺1976年嘅時候啊，佢喺125cc 嘅越野電單車世界排名啊係第5㗎。舊年啊又再次奪得英國125cc 嘅全英冠軍。 佢平時喺英國除咗比賽之外咧，仲喜歡開設課程教人點樣玩越野電單車。至於香港啊，則係英國以外嘅第一次授課，就好似呢一項單輪上斜坡咁啊，佢就利用落車嘅時候嘅衝力啊，響拗底嗰度加速，全速咁衝上斜坡度，一路上一路轉波，但係平均時速啊都有40米咁高㗎。好似呢一下留住個車頭嘅方向，落地嘅時候攞嚟平衡架車㗎。又到第二個跳台啦，仲單手打翻個招呼咁話喎。睇翻個慢動作，落地嘅時候啊，真係絕對冇停留㗎。同樣個地點，仲雙手放開添，真係藝高人膽大啦。香港嘅車手啊，經過咗2日嘅課程之後咧，的確係能夠一身耳目㗎。至於夏威先生就表示啊，香港嘅車手，尤其是中國人方面咧，領悟能力同埋技術咧，都係相當之好㗎。只要能夠勤加練習同埋參加多啲嘅國際賽事，將來必定大有可為。越野電單車雖然係危險喎，但係好多人啊仍然透過不斷嘅練習，掌握到好好嘅技術。但係世界上啊，有另外一樣汽車嘅玩意啊，只有2個人能夠做得到嘅。我哋一齊睇睇啊！
I'm out here at the Motorsports Club motocross track, way out in the new territories. Motocross is a sport that's really taken off in Hong Kong in the last few years. The bikes are getting more and more powerful as well. This is a 125, but it packs the same power as a 250 used to have quite a few years ago. Anyway, with all these sophisticated bikes, we wonder how easy it is to handle these things.
Colin, this sport definitely looks quite exciting, but how dangerous is it?
I would not say it's very dangerous at all. It's, well, having said this, it's as dangerous as the rider makes it, but it's far safer than many other sports. Take, for example, football, rugby. I'm sure in the course of a season, far more participants in these sports suffer fractured collarbones, knees, legs, you name it. But touch wood, we haven't had a serious injury in motocross. I can't remember the last time, a long time
What kind of
ago.
precautions does a rider take? Like, does he wear special equipment?
Oh yes, we insist that he wears full regulation equipment from the top of his head to the tip of his toes.
Are there certain techniques when he's riding that he has to be aware of?
Yes, but it's very hard to get sort of professional guidance in Hong Kong. It's largely learning by your own mistakes. Though we have had good quality riders coming out here, particularly in the international events we've run the last 2 years. The local riders obviously pay great attention to what these professional riders do and how they do it.
Head-on assault by the Motocross Club Junior section. You can join at any age. In fact, it's about the only way to get onto a motorcycle in Hong Kong when you're too young for a road license. You also get to experience the thrill of racing. But what about those pre-race nerves?
How do you normally feel before a race?
Good.
Do you ever get nervous at all?
Yeah.
How do you overcome your nervousness?
I don't know.
You don't know because you speak French, huh? How seriously do you take racing?
Serious enough. Come here and race and to borrow somebody else's bike.
I mean, like, before the race, are you really, really nervous? Does it matter to you whether you win the race or not?
Oh, yeah, I try to win as much as I can, but...
What about technique? Do any of you guys, do you have any special techniques that you use when you're racing? What about you?
Yeah, to go up the steep hill, when there's a big drop after, change into a higher gear.
Well, what does that do? Give you more speed or what?
It gives you more power to get up if you're losing power.
And what about you? Do you think you'll win this race?
No.
Is it because you got the smallest bike of all, or why?
I don't know, it's not that I've never been in a race before, I'm not probably that as good.
What do you think it is then? Practice or what?
Yeah, practice probably. Just practice and make better, get better.
Kong hosts an international motocross event which attracts some of the top riders from Japan and Europe. And the local rider who gives them the biggest challenge is Dave McCurdy. Dave, you've told me, and other people have said the same thing, that you're the best rider in Hong Kong. What's the standard like here?
The standard is below international, certainly, but it's not bad by club standards anywhere else. It's pretty good.
Yeah. You get professional riders coming out here. What's that like?
It's great. Everybody gets to race against a higher standard of rider, and that's how you learn.
Yeah. How expensive is the sport? I mean, how much would this bike, for instance, cost?
This bike would cost about $6,500. This is a year old now. The later models will be probably $1,000 more than that. But it's not very expensive motorsport.
Yeah. What do you reckon of the facilities you've got here, though? I mean, this course, what do you make of it?
It's beautiful. It really is very nice.
Keon, you've been with the Motocross Club for quite a while now. For someone that's interested in joining, what would you suggest they do?
Well, the first thing to do is to come out here on a Sunday. There's always people here willing to let people ride their bikes, give them instruction to start off with. It's quite simple to get started. If the person is still keen, the next thing to do is to get in touch with the Motorsports Club of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And they will give information, and they can also help out with getting bikes by getting in touch with other people who ride.
Would you say it was an expensive sport at all? I know the bikes kind of vary, the prices, but the gear, the helmet and the hand leathers or whatever they're called.
A second-hand bike isn't too bad. It is important to have the protection. You do slide off now and again, but with the right gear on, you don't get hurt.
Is it expensive?
It's fairly expensive, but people are coming into the sport and going out of the sport. There's always second-hand stuff going around. Everybody here knows each other, so it's fairly easy to get in touch with somebody who's selling stuff.
Okay, well, I'm your first customer, so give us a lesson on how to ride this thing.
All right, first thing to do is to jump on.
Okay.
You finally made it onto a bike, huh?
Yes, well, I don't know if I can ride it yet.
Do you want to race? See how
Okay.
good you really are.
Right, I'm going to get this helmet on first. Right, is this a race or what?
Yep.